Well, I guess it started when I was 9 years old. It's almost sad for me to say, but there was never any other idea in my mind of where to go in my life professionally than film. I fell in love with film at an early age. Didn't get to see a lot of films because I grew up in Israel at a time where, you know, we had one channel on TV, black and white, no real access to films from around the world, but something always kind of talked to me in the film world, and I just wanted to pursue it and had dreams about it, knew nothing about it, but I came to the States when I was 22 after the military, not knowing anyone in the film world, and just started finding my way, got on sets, became a PA, worked for free, and then sort of stumbled into writing. I'm interested in all kinds of stories, and I'm interested in all kinds of cultures and identities. I think ultimately I'm interested in dramas, I'm interested in behavior and human interaction, and very, very simple things like, you know, love and friendship and, you know, a little bit of humor to get through, you know, life, which is not always easy. The story that we're following is the story of Will Montgomery. He's a staff sergeant coming back from Iraq after sustaining some wounds. He's got 3 months left on his enlistment, and he's assigned to the Casualty Notification Unit, paired up with Woody Harrelson, plays Captain Tony Stone.
I have an assignment for you, Montgomery. So happens that over the few months you have left on your enlistment, you will get your chance to render some of your most valuable service to your country. That although most of your time will remain occupied by your other duties, CNO is to be your absolute priority. This mission is not simply important. It is sacred.
It's the only film that I've had the opportunity to work on where I felt that everyone, top to bottom crew and cast, were there to serve the piece and not themselves. And that was really, it kind of spoils you when you have that kind of generosity and humility with everyone, where they're all asking, we're all asking the same question. How do we connect? And how do we deal with the universal experience of losing someone we love? Beyond, as Oren was saying, the military, how do we go on? How do we find the joy of life?
Anyway, we're leaving town.
Where are you going?
I haven't decided. You know, it's funny, we always had to move wherever the Army sent us, and now I don't know where to go.
We try to honor the people we were showing in the movie. I mean, basically, you know, you're dealing with very sensitive subject matter, and you're dealing with very, very emotional scenes, and it was very, very important for us not to abuse that or to milk it in an exploitative kind of way. We wanted to give ourselves some distance from it to really, I mean, literally respect the privacy of these people, but we had to show and tell their story. So there was a sacred kind of mood on set almost when we were shooting these notifications. We went into what we called notification mode, and we threw everyone off set, and it was just cameraman Bobby Bukowski, his focus puller, sound guy, myself, with the actors. Anything could have happened. There were no rehearsals. I talked separately with each side so that they more or less knew what they were going to do, but they were all encouraged to go off script, invent or delete or do whatever felt right within the moment, and we were going to find them. We said, don't worry about us, just act out the scene. And when the scene was over, the shot was over. We didn't cut in the middle, ever. So it did create this kind of sacred mood, and then it was so embraced by so many people that we started going into notification mode in other scenes.
Should be in the next couple blocks.
We should just ask someone.
No. First of all, men don't ask for directions, much less soldiers. Soldiers on a notification definitely, positively, do not ask for freaking directions.
And Woody is family now. He's one of the most generous actors. His own personal courage to go beyond his own moral system and allow himself to to experience things that he wouldn't ordinarily consider. There are very few people like Woody, and this is one of his, in my opinion, finest performances. So getting to play with him and on and off set was, you know, a joy.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound.
We wanted to be a part of a dialogue that we felt was not even happening. We wanted people to understand that in this intimate story, there's actually a bigger story about the people who live with the consequences of war and how they have to be factored into the conversation about war. It's not just about strategy, it's not just about politics or some philosophy of American presence in the world. It's really about human beings who are not you know, given the attention that they should be given. And not only families who have to live with loved ones who are not coming back, but families who have to live with the people coming back. And more hopefully, will be coming back very soon. And there are problems. There are real problems that are happening with them. So, on the one hand, we wanted that to be, you know, a contribution to whatever conversation there is out there. But on the other hand, it's just a movie that hopefully makes you feel that it's, you know, it's good to be alive, and we should have some perspective on it, and have joy and love in our lives, and spread it, you know.
I'm Oren Moverman.
I'm not Ben Foster.
And you're watching
Reelblack.
Believe.